Alright, so I think I fried my alternator. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We're here with the GT350 today at VIR. We're doing a track day with the SCMC, a whole bunch of Mustangs around, so that should be kind of fun. I just got done morning session. Already have a couple of issues, so we'll kind of go through them. Now I'll put a tag up here. The last time I was out with this car, I did a 204.9 on like a 90-something degree day. I haven't really made any changes since then. The only thing I've done, you can see how the back of the car now has some more stuff out of it. I did that because I was really looking into the possibility of a GTD style wing kit that can bolt onto the car. So I kind of yanked the interior panels out. It's possible, I just don't know how. It's one of those situations where just because I could doesn't mean I really should. So if enough people are interested, I will do them, but it would be a bolt-on kit. I've done a few for people with like custom uprights, and then they kind of handle all the mounting. So anyway, so that's kind of why the interior is out of the car. Otherwise, that's about it. I haven't really had a chance to touch the car. The morning session we just got done, and I'm already running into a couple of issues. Charging system issues. I don't know how much I mentioned that in other videos. It's been a problem where for whatever reason the car will overcharge and like shut everything off, which also shuts off power steering, which honestly not very confidence inspiring for sure. I'm kind of aware of it now, and I know when it's coming because all of a sudden like everything on the dash goes blank, so I know that the steering all of a sudden is going to get like really tight. So I looked into it before, and honestly I'm not sure what the issue is. I do have a new alternator, so today might be a little bit, who knows. But anyway, so morning session, 207s, but you know, it's cold out today, so we'll see what we can do. Alright guys, well I'm thinking about how to address the overcharge issue. I don't know if I mentioned it, I do have an alternator with me. Do I feel like doing that right now at the track? Never done one, so I don't really know what's in it. But I am getting splitter scraping on the left hand side. One thing I'm going to do, I got two options. The cool thing about our front coilover conversion kit, might be a little hard to see, but that's a 2.5-inch coilover spring on a stock mag ride strut. I can put a thicker perch in the bottom here, so you can see I have a 1/16. I want to go up to an 1/8. All right, so here you can see swapping them out. You know, the thicker ones are already in. The holes we utilize are already in the strut, so it's like you don't need to drill, you don't need to do anything. So they're in, we just gotta tighten them up. And the other thing to note, when you buy these kits from us, we ship them with a bunch of extra shims, so you can fine tune your ride height and your corner balances. Now it's only a 1/16 of an inch. My corner balance on this car is pretty good. That's what's cool about the shims. You can fine tune your corner balance. It's not gonna throw it off to where the car is like wildly unbalanced. It'll maybe just give me a little bit. Other option is I can pull this splitter rod to pull the splitter up a tiny bit, but then I lose splitter angle and then you lose downforce. And all right, shim's done. This is fun. I'm hooked up to the battery. I'm gonna try and watch my voltage, but watch what happens. I only got off track 10 minutes ago, and it's not like the car was sitting here with any fans running or anything. Ready? That's it. That's all I got. So you know what? I might just miss a session to go run to the store, get a replacement battery, see where that puts me. All right, guys. So battery is in. I'll show you what we're doing. The voltage on the dash. See how much it's bouncing around? So one, that's not a good sign. I'm gonna give it a little RPM, and you'll watch it climb. It'll hit like 16, and then everything's gonna go blank. See it? So I don't know what's going on. All right guys, so here's where my brain is at. It's still jumping around. It kind of like, it seemed like it leveled a little bit, but yeah, it's still I'll give it a rev, even if it revs up and I'll see like 14 volts or something. On the way down, sometimes it'll spike and shut everything off. Very strange. So it's like, all right, I got a new battery. I know that's not it. I have the spare alternator. All right, guys, so new alternator is in. I didn't do the airbox and stuff yet. Everything is plugged in as it should be. So, you know what, sorry if there's a terrible glare. Oops, yeah, everything's open, I know. Gauge mode, okay, 14.3. You know what? It's not bouncing. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. So I'm glad I swapped the alternator. Really only took maybe 30 minutes or so. Didn't take too long. Yeah, nice. It's not bouncing all over. All right, I'm glad I did that now. I actually have, I don't know, 30, 40 minutes to our next session. So I'll actually make, better knock on wood, all the afternoon sessions. I'll try and get you guys attached to my helmet. Because of the halo seat, I can't put you where I normally do. So I'll try and bring you guys along. But yeah, whew, I'm glad I kind of got that figured out. And well, for now, it seems figured out. Cool. Let's get ready for our next session. All right, very last part of the install or reinstall is putting one of our carbon fiber GT350 airbox lids, available right here. Guys, that session kind of sucked. Somebody went off, black flagged. I think we got a few laps. Unfortunately, that misfire thing, that if you've been watching a bunch of my videos with this car, that's something that pops up every single track day. I'm at the point where I don't think it's an actual misfire, even though the code is an 0300, a 308, and a 305, so it's a random misfire, cylinder 8, cylinder 5 misfire. Doing a bunch of looking around, and honestly how the car reacts, I'm almost positive it's the IMRCs, which is those little valves in the intake manifold runner control. There's another name for them, but anyways, apparently the 0300 code will get thrown when one of them decides to stop working. And it kind of makes sense a little bit, where like if I go out there and I beat on it, and like those things are in whatever, you know, engine RPM, they need to be open and they stay open, great. If I ever kind of drop below like 3,000 or something and then go to get back on it, that seems to be when it happens. That session, it was doing it for a while, and I was trying to like keep above a certain RPM. It was funny. I forget what turn it was. I kept it in like 4th gear when it's normally like a 2nd gear turn. The RPMs dropped, and you can just feel you can just hear the car's tone change. I'm getting the shade here. And then it started working again, and checkers came out. So, so yeah, that kind of stinks. The voltage thing, not an issue. Great. So I think that one's fixed for now. Fingers crossed. There's 2 more sessions left. Hopefully they're good sessions. If the car doesn't do that misfire thing, it should be fun. But yeah, here we are halfway through the day, and it's like haven't even gotten like a single decent lap. Alright, so I think I fried my alternator. Alright guys, I think that's it for my weekend. Just burn up my brand new alternator. I don't know, it's not worth trying to get another cheapy alternator. That was still several $100s for that alternator. And it lasted 2 sessions. Like, any takeaways? No, this weekend kind of sucked. It didn't do a personal best. Misfire issue still there. I don't know. I think that's it. Alright guys, so I couldn't leave you on such a low note. The car would not restart. The new trailer, I don't have my winch in it yet. You can already see the issue I'm in. So, if you ever find yourself without a winch, all the ratchet straps I use to tie the car down, I'll ratchet that one up till it can't go, ratchet that one up, ratchet that one up, and then next thing you know, car's in the trailer. It's taken a while, but getting there. Oh, and I was thinking about it. Other positive today. I now know that I can do an alternator in, I don't know, 30 minutes or so. I don't want to have to do one every 30 minutes. But yeah, I don't know. Always try and take some positives away from something. So we're getting there. I'm up on the boards. That was the first kind of like hump. Oops, let me slide this. This is my little safety. So yeah, I'll get there. You know, if there's any sort of race prepped alternator, or anything that anybody knows of, please comment below. I'll definitely get an underdrive pulley now. Should have got one because I was looking at them actually. So yeah, hurdles like always, but we'll figure them out, make the car better. There could be an opportunity here, you know. I guess the other positive takeaway, I'm now 99% sure that that misfire is the IMRCs, because that session the car actually didn't do it, and I was very aware to go into second gear, and some of the slow turns where like third gear would just kind of dip a little bit too low. But that also could have been what did the alternator in, the fact that like I don't think I went below 4,000 RPM the whole, well, as much as I was out there in that session. So anyways, yeah, so might be an opportunity there. Just make something nicer, better, more robust. So yeah, I think that's about it. As always, guys, thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you in the next one.